Okay, team.
No.
Happy December 29th. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, 32 more days. And the year is over.
Finito.
That's it. So, thank you so much for taking the time, for joining us on our last Unicorn of the year. So before anyone forgets, our calls starting next week are on Tuesday. Tuesday the 3rd. Okay? Let me everyone. Okay. So remember, did I mute myself? No. Starting next week on Tuesday the 3rd at 9 p.m., that's when our calls are going to start happening now. No more Thursdays, okay? So thank you again for jumping on tonight. I know that many of you guys are doing things with your family, spending time with your family, so we appreciate that you took the time to spend some time with us, which is why we said bring yourself, some tea, coffee, coquito, glass of wine. Some people drink beer. I don't know. But I brought myself some wine. So thank you again for taking the time to do that. I'm not going to go over the Success Club points because I know there's some that are still being updated as of Tuesday, but many of you have already achieved Success Club this month. So congratulations. Congratulations for helping, so many people this month of December. If you have not hit Success Club and you're at Success Club 2 or you're at Success Club 0, right? Please, guys, remember that the All Access Challenge Pack is on sale. It is our newest addition to the Beachbody Challenge Pack family. It's $199, and it will give you 3 Success Club points. So if you're at 2, you connect one person with it, and you will be at Success Club 5. If you are at 0, you connect 2 people to it, and you will be at Success Club 6, right? So if you also are at 7, you can connect one person and end at 10. There's so many possibilities with it. I know that many of you are already have already upgraded to the All Access. I know I have. I'm still waiting for my confirmation. I think I was one of the first ones to upgrade, and I haven't received my confirmation, but that's okay. I'm being patient. But I'm excited for it. So today, Jorge and I are really excited because we're going to be sharing what has happened throughout the entire year for Team Advent. And we're just really, really excited for next year because we've accomplished so much. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. All right, so Team Advent's 2016 year in review. Let me start the show. All right.
So what you guys are not going to see on the slide is the big headache that this woman calls me all year. No, I'm just kidding.
You can tell them a little bit about it tonight.
Oh.
All right. So here we go.
Okay. So so I'm going to help Gab out with some of the slides here, but it's excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold, so I'm sorry. But just put a couple slides together just to put some bullet points so that we could talk about what is, what was huge and what was successful for us in 2016 for everybody. But mainly it's, the first slide, and it's the model that Team Advent believes in, and it's about progress and not perfection. And we wanted to put that up there because this is not about being better than anybody else or being able to do a certain thing better. It's really about just, not, having that progress. And as I've been doing a lot of PD this year for myself, I like to follow Gary Vee. And for us everybody who attended the summit and we spoke at Gary Vee, by the way, if you follow him on Instagram, he just put a post up the other day. And that post on Instagram was when he actually did his presentation at the summit. So I thought that was pretty cool because he had the Team Beachbody background. But it's really what it comes down to is it's not about the perfection he talks about. He talks about it's about, doing something for a long period of time and the hustle. And it just, if you're doing, as long as you're doing some sort of activity for you to, whatever that may be. In this case is, helping people live a healthy, fulfilling lifestyle and moving your business forward. Being patient, the PD definitely helps you be patient. And I can tell you that I've done a lot of PD as a supportive husband for Gabriella in this business, because it has allowed me to better understand what she does and what her passion is. So, seeing that and believing in that wholeheartedly, seeing the slow progress, because 2 years and 9 months ago, it's safe to say, it was just her, and seeing the screenshot she takes, the meetings that she has with everybody, it just, I want to thank all of you guys, because it really just warms her heart, and all of the hustle that she's put together for a long period of time, 2 years and 9 months, to have created this family that we see today here, all the members, and getting to know so many different people, getting to know people that we probably would have never known because of this, this business, and because of what we're doing. I think it's just significant. It's huge. It's warming. And, I just, like I said, I just applaud everybody. And this is just, I'm seeing the progress. I'm seeing the progress on what she's doing. Like I said, and 2017 is, 2015 was learning the business. 2016 was putting the foundation together. And 2017 is going to be an explosion for everybody. Lifestyles are going to change. People are going to continue to get healthier. And we're all going to continue to get closer. So this is awesome. So that's what this slide's about.
I'm trying to.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to highlight, like I said, key things of what went great for Team Advent as a whole. So without further ado.
So lives we saved to date. So basically all the lives that we have impacted, that every single one of you has reached out and connected to one of our programs, right? So that number is 600, and the year's not over. We still have today, we still have tomorrow, and the next day. So far, 650 people, guys. That is huge. I mean, think about it. Our team has impacted 650 people, 650 families, because that's how it happened. We change one person, and then they do the same with their families by example. So this is going to trickle to many, many more people's lives. So you should really, really pat yourselves in the back, because 650 families is a huge number. All right. Coaches who joined in 2016, our team, 236 new coaches as a team. I want you guys to know that this number is up to, again, today, right? I ran the report today. So 236 coaches that we have brought into our family. And the amount of coaches that we currently have is 335. Why? Because it's a revolving door, right? Some people come in, other people leave. Some people come in, other people leave. So it's 236. I think that is phenomenal. Top recruiters thus far, Los Rosas, 25 coaches as a team that they have brought in. I want to make a notation. These are coaches that are still in the team. So that number may have been higher, but I'm basing it on the people that are still with us, all right? So, take that into consideration as I mention these numbers. So 25 as a team, 16 coaches under Rudy, and 9 under Wendy. Amazing job, guys. Maritza, killing it. She's been a coach for like 4 months. 19 coaches, 15 coaches under her, 2 under Victor, her husband, and 2 under her dad. Great, great work. Shamie, 18 as a team as well, 15 under Michelle and 3 under Jamie. Bernice Rivas Taylor, 16 coaches. Great, great job, girl. All by herself. And then Nilda, 16 coaches, 14 coaches under herself, and 2 under Bo, her husband. This is amazing. This really warms my heart. All right. 2016 new emeralds, guys. Congratulations to every single one of you guys. And that is Matias joining us. He wants to play some music for you guys. No, but, Emerald is the foundation to your business, right? This is where you start to really create or open, I should say, your bank account with Beachbody. Because once you reach that level, what ends up happening is that, you can collect volume until you become, until you make the one leg stronger and you can cycle, right? So that's why I always say you open your business when you become an Emerald coach, because now you're not only earning commission, but you are earning cycle money, right? So congratulations to all of our 2016 Emeralds. Gladys Gomez, copy. Carlos Yambay, Kristen Jill, Ira Gonzalez, Lisette Marrero Adams, Magdalena Cáceres, Jeanette Santiago, Maxine Polanco, Anulza Ledesma, Denisa Chang. More Emeralds. Glenda Gomez, Danielle Brunson, Nelly Silva, Jen Drew, Lisa Rivera, Claudia Rosado, Amy Bear, Renee Clavel, Bo Petrov, Carolina Nugent. Did I pronounce that right? I hope so. And yes, more Emeralds. Emma Silva, Maria Elena Ortiz Farley, Kenya Velasquez, Marlene Rosario, Victor Munoz, Jamie Smith, Miguel Hernandez, Migdalia Chula Hernandez, and Angelique Rodriguez Abril. Guys, this is like 30 Emeralds in our team in 2016. That's huge. I mean, huge, because all of you open your business, open the doors to the bank for Beachbody. So amazing, amazing work. And when Emeralds are created, what happens? New diamonds pop up. We had five new diamonds in 2016. Carolina Lopez, Bernie Rivas Taylor, Michelle Avila, Wendy Guzman Rosa, and Maritza Munoz. Amazing work, guys. Truly amazing. 2016 new star diamonds. Jorge Lopez, Rudy Rosa, Nilda Petrov. Congratulations, guys. Amazing. And I know that in 2017, this presentation is going to go forever and ever and ever. So congratulations. So proud of you guys.
So, excuse me, I'm sorry. So where do we start seeing momentum and good things happen for the team with activity? Because that's what's obviously going to create the awareness, as we all know. And the number one thing we definitely feel is fit clubs. Thanks to, Rudy and Wendy to, kicking off and hosting most of the spearheading, excuse me, I should say, the fit clubs in Yonkers. That has been spectacular because, as we all know, that starts to create, the awareness within our own area and people relying on us as a whole, as a team, to get fit, to join a network of people who are positive, wanting to live a healthier lifestyle, and just like I said, network and being around other positive people, which is what the goal is. So 5 fit clubs since our debut back in August. That wasn't even the full year. So can you imagine next year, 2017 is going to be huge. And now that we have sort of that formula that we all understand how it's going to work, what we need to do for it, they've been getting stronger and stronger each time. And I can only imagine they're going to get even better. And the good problem is going to be that we're going to outgrow the library and need to move somewhere else much bigger, and that's only going to get better for us. So awesome job. That's awesome for the team. Congratulations. Summit, and the summit was 2 years ago. The summit this past year was in Nashville. The year before that was our first summit, and when we went, we just went, her and I, and Mari. Forgot her and I and Mari, her sister. Just 3 of us, not really knowing anybody, and seeing other teams going with.
No, mistake. It was Mari.
That's a big line. Yes.
Anna.
Yes.
It was both Anna.
Both Annas. I'm sorry. It's coming back to me.
Right. So it was a few of us. It was like maybe 5 or 6 of us.
5 or 6 of us. Correct. I'm sorry. The 40s I've been struggling in my 40s now. I'm just kidding. with memory loss. So yes, so we had a small little crew our first year in Nashville, and then we just topped that. We doubled that this past July. This past July, where we had the Team Advent House, which was a beautiful house, and the majority of us stayed there. But we had 14 members of us members that attended. It was fantastic, and that's just created the momentum to continue to grow. And I only imagine that New Orleans is going to be huge. Definitely going to be doubling that with the amount of people that we have here. And as we all know, the summit is going to be significant for us, kicking off, getting a jump start, as to what's going to be new presentations, all the latest and greatest for Beachbody. So that's something that we look forward to. And New Orleans is going to be hot. So that's going to be great.
It's going to be amazing. And many of you guys already earned 2016 free tickets. So that's even like sweeter, right? That you don't have to come out of pocket to buy that ticket. So congratulations to every single Team Advent member that has already achieved that milestone. And I know that many of you guys are still working towards that. You guys are, maybe in your first or second month. So go ahead and, help more people and make sure that you attend, because Summit is the biggest, like literally the biggest event of the year for Beachbody.
25,000 coaches. It's crazy. You see a lot of people there, a lot of workouts. We work out with all the master trainers. So that was good. And then you get everybody on Broadway, at least in Nashville, 25,000 people strong, taking the whole downtown. It was just crazy. So you can see that it's pretty cool experience.
Yeah. And also, the team members that we have, definitely a few people, or the majority of our people here in New York City area, but we do have, some of our coaches in Florida, some of our coaches in Texas, right? Or across the country. So that is the perfect opportunity for everyone to finally put, that face, not that we haven't seen each other face to face, through Zoom, but, that experience of being able to hug each other, being able to, spend time with each other and learn and party and celebrate. I mean, it's just something that, it's undescribable. So personal development. These are two of the biggest personal developments that we did together as a team. So there was early this year, there was an event with Gary Vaynerchuk, and 16 members attended that. And 16 members, yeah. So that was, he's amazing. If you follow him, like Jorge was saying earlier, he tells it like it is. He doesn't sugarcoat anything for anyone. And, he really just talks about the future and about social media. So thank you for all of the 6 members that attended that event. Danny Johnson, 4 members of this team attended either a First Steps to Success, which was either 2 or 3 days long, and also the what's the second one?
Dynasty, creating a dynasty.
So, definitely want to be able to see more activity on this page for 2017, because personal development is where it's at, right? We not only have to strengthen our body muscles, but we have to strengthen our mind muscles, because those are the most important ones, right? Because that's what feeds the rest of us. So,
yeah. Well, okay.
Did I? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that, Gabby and I attended all year, most of the events for Danny Johnson last year. And there's a lot of, personal development speakers. You got Tony Robbins, you got all those type of people. But, wise person I was talking to, I can't remember who it was, says really just pick one person that you really connect with and just follow that person. And, Gabby and I have decided that we definitely are going to continue to follow Danny Johnson, because her message is just strong for us. It hit everything she said, hit home for us. It allowed us to have the year that we had. It made a lot of personal advancements within myself. I know for her as well, as not, just as a husband, as a friend, as a human being, is really what, 2016 was like a revelation for me in regards to that. And we are going to continue to invest into Danny Johnson, and, not without going too further ado in the future to what we're looking to do, but we feel that there's going to be, that we are definitely decided that we're going to put some incentives around Danny Johnson programs, because we want to make sure that we can get more of you guys to go there because we know that there's large teams in Beachbody right now. Coaches that are in the company right now who are just going strong with their teams there. And when we say strong, we're talking about a coach specifically that's making like $60,000 a month in Beachbody, and she's taking huge teams, portions of team members there, and she's following her. We're gonna continue to follow her. Obviously, things work, and we believe in it, so we're gonna continue to do that as our team continues to grow.
Yes. So more details to come around Danny Johnson and how you can earn a spot to go. All right. Community service. So do you want to talk about this? Talk about this?
Yeah. So definitely a part of continuing to grow as human beings, as business people, as business partners, is giving back to the community. Obviously, that's one of the biggest things that we took on. That's actually, we always knew that, but going to Danny Johnson just stamped it for us that we needed to take action and say, I don't want to just do it. Let's talk about doing it. Let's actually really do it. So we put our money where our mouth is basically, and we did two things which I really wish we did more of. But we did really early on in the year. We had a crew that did Father Hearts of Ministries, which is in New York City, obviously all over the place, referred to as a soup kitchen. Just did some community service and giving back to the community and helping cook and serve people that are much less fortunate. That's something that I want to continue doing with Matias as he gets as he gets older and starts to understand how fortunate he is and how less fortunate some other people unfortunately are, and we want to make sure that we can help and give back, because that's something that not only makes you feel good, but it gets it just good. You do good things, you do good, it comes back to you, and that's really what we want to continue to do and preach on. Hold on. Sorry. So that was one that we did with like 5 or 6 team members at the earlier part of the year. And then King Ransom Foundation is, we picked that up at Danny Johnson, which is Danny Johnson has a foundation of building homes for the homeless and the needy, and for the less fortunate people who just really truly need help in Nicaragua, people who are living in dumps. So to build a house there, to take them out of a dump site and actually give them a house costs $5,200. And, initially Gabby and I went together in for a whole house, and we bought one house outright while we were at one of these presentations. And then through a lot of the commission that Gab gets from Beachbody, we've been, putting all that 100% towards that because we committed to 3 houses in 2016, and we're definitely have 2 down, and we're closing in on the 3rd one. By the end of this year, we have 2 days left to fulfill that. So we want to continue just doing that. We potentially might change that for the new year and do another one. But that just, like I said, it's just something that we want to continue doing and we believe in, and just giving back to the less fortunate. Yes, to remember. Oh, to remember. But that's basically it. So those are the 2 community services or the charities that we've been giving back to this whole year.
Yeah. So, in terms of the community service for the King's Ransom Foundation, I just want to say that, I have to thank many of the team members donated as well, individually went in and donated. So thank you. You guys know who you are. And then also at the Fit Club, there was $50 that were collected for one of the vendors that was there. And that was also donated to this cause. And again, like Jorge said, we are, making the final donations to King's Ransom. Latest is Saturday. So if there's any of you who would like to, donate $5, $1, whatever it is, like it really does help these 3 families out. So we appreciate in advance, and I'll actually be able to bump up the website for you guys so that you can read all about it. But this is something that was placed in our heart by God, and we're really proud about. So we don't even know who to say. Like this is so exciting.
So Success Club, the Success Club trip. It's a
Success Club.
Yeah.
It's a
tongue twister there. But for those of you who don't know what that is, I think everybody knows really quickly, is for earning Success Club points. in a given period. And I'll let Gab, because she knows the logistics of that, the details. But really, it's just earning a free trip every year. And I'll give you the quick story, not to prolong this. When Gab first started, she started talking about there's a Cancun trip. There's a Cancun trip that she's fighting for. She's on the waiting list, and she was just like number 5,000, and she kept on bringing it up. And I'm like, yeah, Gab, that's great. You know, if we get it, awesome. It was just like whatever. That's when she initially started with Beachbody, and I just wasn't really paying any mind to her because I didn't know if this was something that she was really going to continue doing, or it was a fad or whatever. And she kept hustling for it, pushing and pushing. And with 2 weeks left before the trips actually happened, this is 2 years ago, I'm at work, and I'm with one of my clients, and she's calling me. My phone is ringing. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm going to have to take this because my wife keeps calling me. I thought it was an emergency. And she's like all excited. We got into this trip. And I'm like, what trip? So we got the Success Club trip. And I'm like, okay, great, Gab. Can we talk about it when I get home? And okay, whatever. So we went to this trip. We earned an all-exclusive paid trip just because she earned Success Club points. And she'll go over those details when she'll do all that. And for me personally, we get to this trip. We go, okay, fine. We go to Cancun. And that's kind of where I had my aha moment as a husband, as a supporting husband, where I realized, and I looked at her and I said, full steam ahead. Let's keep going because this is legit. You know, this is something that, just seeing the community, being around all these people who are very successful doing this, living the lives that they live. And I'm not just talking financial, I'm monetary. I'm talking about just the stress-free, not, dealing with a 9 to 5, having to deal with a 9 to 5. And just rubbing elbows with a lot of other people who've been doing this for a very long time. I left there saying, this is it. Let's keep going. Let's figure this out more. How can we continue getting bigger? What can I do as your spouse to help you and support you so that you can continue doing this, since you're obviously at home right now with Matias. And lo and behold, a year later, we won the next trip, which was a cruise to Jamaica and the Bahamas. And every time we came back, the one Debbie Downer, if you will, of these trips is that all these people who've been doing this for more than a year, 2 years, were there with their teams. Most of their teams were there, and they're sort of like their clique of people that they know very well, and just enjoying the fruits of their labor and just really having a great time, them with their families. And I said, Gab, we got to do whatever we can do to motivate whoever's on the team at that time to get them to go, because they're going to see the light. They're going to see how Beachbody truly, Carl Deichler really puts on a fantastic trip and just shows, gives back to everybody who's there for doing what they do. And so we kept on preaching it, and it's sort of like we came back really excited. Oh, this is great. And everybody just like, I expected because you're not there. And I'm really excited that this year, the third trip, which is in April of this year, which Gab has earned once again. And I'm happy to say that the Rosas have earned it as well. Carolina has earned it as well. And Cindy Lopez has earned it as well. So it's going to be the first time in 3 years that we can finally know that we're going to be able to go there now. And as our team starts to grow more and be able to experience this together with team members that we know that we've grown up, throughout the last couple of years and become very fond of, and, and just, grown together, if you will, and be able to go celebrate together so that they can see, and that's going to become contagious because this trip is going to be an all-paid trip as well to Punta Cana, the Hard Rock Hotel, all inclusive. If you've never been there, we've actually been there. Awesome hotel. We're looking forward to it, and hopefully this is just the platform, the foundation to getting a lot of other team members to go for the future trips. And in January, I know that they announced the 2018 trip as to where that's going to be. So we're looking forward to that as well. And that's something that we put on our calendar every year and want to continue going. So congratulations to you guys. Looking forward to it. Actually, I'm afraid to party with the Rosas over there. So I got to build stamina up for that, but it's going to be a great time.
Yes, this is exciting because, I always share with you guys, like Jorge said, that we don't feel successful unless our team is there. And I will not stop telling you guys that, because it is not cool to attend any of these events without the team members. So the more of us that get to be there together and get to experience it and, come back and, and preach it to their teams and share it and share the experience with their teams is just going to be fabulous, because we're tired of going alone. We're tired of attending these seminars alone and attending, these parties alone. And because Beachbody really does a great job taking care of their leaders. So in a nutshell, Success Club trips are for those individuals that are consistently achieving Success Club 5 and 10, right? At the beginning of the year, like Jorge said, they will do a surge. It'll be like probably the second week of January. And as we get big, guys, these spots will be taken up. So there will be a registration period. And the idea is that we all get, first dibs. And how do you do that? By helping people, by becoming a Success Club legend, which means that you are helping people. Some of you haven't been here 24 months, right? But the idea is that you consistently help at least 3 people, 5 people, so that you can become a legend, so that, guess what? You will always have first access to registering. Because a lot of people, there's 500 plus coaches in the network. Everybody wants to register for this trip, and some people get in before others. That doesn't mean that they get to keep the spot. As long as you earn the spot by helping people, then they get dropped and you guys get in. That's how the Rosas got in. That's how Carolina got in. And Cindy had earned it at the beginning of the year. So basically the idea is that you either do that, become an elite coach, become a premier coach, become a 5-star coach. Those are the coaches that will get the first opportunity to register. But how do you really earn it is by just really helping 3 people to 5 people every single month consistently. The more you help, the better your opportunities are. So I'm just thrilled. I'm really just excited to be able to party with all of you guys that are attending. And for those of you who have been consistently reaching Success Club and helping people, don't lose hope. I got invited on the first trip 3 weeks before, literally, right? And that's why I'm so excited, because I had already thrown in the towel, right? Honestly, I didn't even think I would get in. I registered. I became a coach March 31st, 2014. I registered. I didn't start working till April, right? That was my first really month as a coach. But I registered for the trip in Cancun in July, not thinking anything of it. I was like, fine, I'll register. And 3 weeks before the trip, I got invited. Ya va, papi. So please, for those that have been so consistent with hitting Success Club, keep doing what you're doing. Don't lose hope, because you might just get that email and freak out like I did. So improvements for 2017, guys. And then this is it. We are going to close the call after this. Papi, deme un minuto, please. ¿Quiere con papi? Vaya. Sí, vaya con papi. Eso. So the improvements. So what do we want to do? I take full responsibility for this first one in terms of dropping the ball the last 2 months of the year. We were doing so amazing with our sneak peeks. We were having, at the beginning of the year, we were having 1 a month. Then we moved into having 2 a month. And then in November and December, we really dropped the ball in not hosting any. So as of 2017, we are going full speed, like Jorge said. No excuses. We are holding a sneak peek every single month. So there is a calendar that, thank God to Nilda, she puts it together the first day of the month. And there is everything in there that you need to know about sneak peeks, about coach basics for all the phases for our coaches, phase 1, phase 2, push to diamonds whenever there's one, right? We have our fit clubs in there. Every type of event that is happening that month is noted in there. So guys, take a moment to open those calendars, because I mean, Nilda takes time, number one, out of her busy schedule to, to put those together for us. But you have important information there. So plan your calendar and your week accordingly. So you know there's a sneak peek happening. And again, we used to hold them on Thursdays. I'm not sure when we're going to hold them this year. We'll have to decide that with the diamonds. Or we might have already decided, but I'm drinking wine, so I don't know. But what I am saying is that we will hold them every single month, and look for the date so that you can start advertising the week before. You really want to look in your challenge groups and see the people who have potential and invite them. All right. So we have to be really consistent with inviting people to the coaching opportunity, because if your life has changed because of it, shame on us for not bringing and presenting this opportunity to more people. All right. So we're going to start following the VITAL process. This is the new way. And next week, that's how we're opening the year. There will be a guest speaker who will talk about the VITAL process, guys. And just to sum it up, this is the new way. So you guys know I've been preaching this since I came back from leadership with Jorge, that as a network, we kind of moved away from focusing on the customer, giving the customer the right experience, making sure that they saw results, making sure that they got results, making sure that they became believers like we did, right? Why are we so passionate about sharing it? Because we got results, because we feel amazing, because we were able to help someone else, right? And so if we are not transferring that belief system into our coaches, our new coaches, and we're just bringing them in as coaches, we are doing them a disservice. Number one, because they don't know what the heck we're talking about, and we're overwhelming them with too much information. You're bringing in someone as a coach, someone that says, yeah, I think I want to pay it forward. They don't know, they don't even have a before and after. And when I mean an after picture, I'm not saying they have abs. No, what I'm saying is that they've lost 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, that they're like excited and they, feel amazing because they're on Shakeology, right? That's what I'm talking about. So how can they jump into Coach Basics and do all, it's already overwhelming to start a challenge group. You have to learn how to meal prep. You have to learn how to, exercise, and how to make sure that you're making better choices as an individual, to now becoming a coach and being put into this, Coach Basics program that is not hard, but it is a lot of information, too much information, too much. So we are going to do away with that. What I am, in the VITAL process recommend is that you bring in someone as a customer first, unless of course you're trying to keep your rank, right? That's different. But as a customer, and there are some people that are Beachbody junkies from even before. Those people are ready to run, right? Someone like Amy Bear, she was, a Beachbody junkie before she came onto our team. So she was really ready to roll as a coach when she joined, right? There's many people like Ida. Ida had been doing programs before as well. Same scenario, guys. The idea here is you make a judgment call, but you make a right judgment call. Don't bring someone in here being selfish. You have to look out for their best interest, not ours. So again, they have to be a customer first. Give them the experience. 21-day fix is the best experience they can have, right? Because they're going to have a transformation in 21 days. Or Tour de Force, easy, 30 days. Or the 3-day refresh, right? Easy transformation. Once they become believers, guys, they're going to have that belief system. They're going to have that enthusiasm that you have, and it's going to be easy for them to share their story, and it's going to be easy for them to become coaches, right? And then that's when we mentor them. That's the process. Customer first, and then 30 days later, before that Shakeology ships, you present the coaching opportunity or the discount opportunity. That's what we're improving in 2017. Everyone is going to be, better and happier. You as a coach and them as a customer. Then the third bullet point here is everyone needs to master the invitation process. That is a non-negotiable. If you want this business to grow, you have to master the invitation process. All right. And we cover that during phase 1 of our Coach Basics training. If you have not mastered that, I urge you to go back to it. I urge you to reach up to your sponsoring coach or to me and say, Gabby, I need to repeat phase 1, or Gabby, I need to do phase 1 period, because you haven't done it. All right. So make sure that you master the invitation. Guys, if you master the invitation process, that's all you need to do this year. Why? Because as a team, we do everything together. If you master the invitation process, you're going to invite people to be challengers. And then when you look in your challenge group and you identify the potential coaches, you can tap them and say, listen, we have a sneak peek happening this week, whatever, and you would be amazing at it because of X, Y, and Z. Why don't you check it out? That's all you got to say, because the rest is done by the videos. And then what happens if they decide that they want to join us? They're going to be put into a Coach Basics training, phase 1 and then phase 2, right? So everything is already done. Everything is already prepared. So as long as you master the invitation process, you are going to be golden in 2017. So take the time to master the invitation process. Team buildings. Rudy brought this up during our last mentorship / diamond call that we had this week. And I think that he was spot on with this. I love it. And I think everybody here loves it when we bond, when we get together, when we get to, hang out and hug each other and I don't know, cry if necessary, or hug each other and just laugh and just spend a good time. Team buildings can be, fun activities as a team so that we can become tighter as a team, as a family, so that we can get to know each other better. And
we
so
actually
that
did one at the beginning of the year. It was Escape the Room,
right?
Which we were a huge bust. We could not get out of that room,
right?
But that was a good time.
But yeah, definitely getting together is a must. We want to implement live team trainings, guys. That's going to happen at least once a month or at least once every other month. I mean, I think those are going to be a hit because the idea is that, some people are visual learners. Yes, sometimes these presentations are good because you get to see everything. But sometimes, you need to have a pen and paper and say, Gab, can you come here? Because I don't get this. Can you break it down for me, right? And being there, present, I think is going to be better for the team. So definitely, I'm going to be hosting our first one, and we're going to be talking about the compensation plan because I think it's important for everyone here to understand it themselves and then be able to teach it to somebody else. Because if you don't know how to teach it to someone, then how do you expect to bring on coaches and then duplicate, right? So we're going to start with that. And, I want to hear suggestions as to what you would like to be trained live, all right? More coach participation at fit clubs. There's many coaches who live in the New York City area, guys. Totally get it, time constraints, family, events and activities that take precedence. We always preach family comes first. But if you're sitting home on a Saturday when everybody else is at the fit club and you didn't have prior commitments, shame on you. Because fit clubs are about really, really just growing your business and really not just like growing your business, but really just bringing awareness to ending the trend of obesity. So if we partner together as a team, we're going to have better participation, and even if you're not coming because, I don't know, you were traveling out of the state or you had a wedding, whatever it is, right? you can help us promote it, because the more eyes we get on these, on these posts, the more people we can help. So we really want to, be able to help more people in 2017. 650 lives is amazing, but we can double that number in 2017. We can triple that number if we really set our minds to do that. So more coach participation during our fit clubs. All right, puppy. And then personal development, guys, a must. I know many of you have, shared privately or even publicly that, that's something that you guys struggle with. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that I did personal development daily when I first started, because I would be lying to you, so I get it. It's something that you have to get in the habit of doing, just like you get in the habit of doing your workout. But I promise you, there's so many of you here that are so consistent with your workouts, right? But you're not consistent with PD, or you're not consistent with inviting. And I promise you that if you were as consistent with your fitness, right, in all those areas, you guys would be unstoppable. So I really want to hone in on personal development. Start with 10 minutes. Don't overwhelm yourself, right? Get in the habit of doing it. Fall in love with it. And once you fall in love with it, then you can increase it to 15 minutes. And then you can do 20. And then you become someone like Jamie, who does like 4 hours of personal development, right? Maybe not all of us, but the idea is that, we find the time to do at least 10 minutes. I promise you, we have to work on our brains. We have to work on that muscle, because there's so much negativity happening in this world. We need to feed it with positive, energy. We have to do that for ourselves. So I know that, I believe it's, what's his name? I can't think, from the Compound Effect. Not Eric Worre. Darren Hardy. So I believe it's him who talks about a glass, and I'll finish at this with the personal development. It's like having a dirty, glass of water, right? What happens when you run it in clean water, right? Running water is gonna get all the dirtiness out. Same scenario with our minds. We got to do it on a daily basis. You can't just do it one day and do it 3 days later and expect to be fine. All right. And then we're going to work on finding an accountability partner for you if you don't have one. So I know that I have had many 2017 goal setting goals, 2017 goal setting sessions with many of you who I'm so proud that reached out and have already planned out, either the whole year or the first quarter of the year. And then based on your goals, I will be recommending an accountability partner. Doesn't mean that it's going to be match in heaven, guys, right? Sometimes you got to go through a couple of them to find the right one. But if you have an eye on somebody already, please either talk to your sponsoring coach or talk to me, and we can, discuss the matching, or we can discuss, whether that person is a good fit. But I promise you that finding someone that can hold you accountable is going to be good for you. It's going to be good for your business. It's going to be good for the other person as well, because, I'm not going to be the only person holding you accountable if I'm working with you or your upline, but having someone check in on you is so important. And then you check up on that person. It's so important. It will do so much to your business. So those are the things that I think we really need to hone in on 2017. And I think that if we can really focus on those and really take it serious, I think we're just going to be unstoppable as a team in 2017. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think you hit it all on the head right there. I think that's full steam ahead in 2017. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be huge. I know it's going to be huge. A lot of momentum.
Awesome. And then one final reminder, and we're done for the year. Guys, reminder, we have our first ever Team Advent party on January 21st, Saturday, January 21st. The tickets are currently on sale. I have invited everyone here. There's an event page. There's also an Evite, what is it called? Eventbrite. I think that's what it's called. Eventbrite link that you can purchase your tickets. And and the ticket sales will close promptly at the end of January 8th, right? Because I need to get back to the place and give them, the final head count, and I really need to, make the final payment. So please, if you are planning on going, don't sleep on this, because we want to party with every single person, guys. And this is not just for coaches. So feel free to invite your discount coaches, your challengers, your family members, right? Your friends. I mean, this is something that we really want to, connect with people on a different level so that they can see our energy and see that we really want to impact the world, in a positive way, that we really want to leave our mark, that we really, really want to leave a legacy, and we want to end the trend of obesity. So that's it. I see 90 messages here. Yikes.
The team admin party just blows my mind, because 2 years and 9 months ago, it would have been like 2 people. And so, that would have been a little awkward, maybe coffee at Starbucks. But now, this is going to be crazy. And just seeing the master party presenter and designer, Rudy Rosa, with all his little bag of tricks that he pulls out, with all his little displays and stuff, it's going to be fun.
Yes. Is there anything that I need to know? There's like 90 messages, guys. Anything that maybe you guys want to unmute yourself and maybe share or ask, because I don't know that I can read 90 messages. I did see that that Ida said is Bible PD. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Number one. Like,
of course, I know.
Number
I had to
one.
put it out there. I had to put it out there.
Danny Johnson, everything that she talks about is in the Bible.
She
Everything.
teaches
Everything.
Concentrates on the book of Proverbs, definitely.
Yes.
Everything. That's why we continue to follow her. But everything her foundation, her I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but her teaching, just everything
The principles that she gets
comes exactly from the Bible, and she quotes them, and she even does a Bible study at her program. So yes, the Bible is absolutely.
I just wanted to say, if you haven't bought your ticket, go buy it, because ever since we announced to my husband that we're going to have this party, he's been downstairs practicing and putting sets together. So and every day he asks me, he's like, yo, how many people? We need more than 50 people.
He's practicing.
We need a bigger room. Yeah. He literally just, el loco. He went.
So was he practicing?
And I saw his orders. And he literally spent $600 on lights and DJ lights and stuff to DJ that night. So I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
We need a bigger room. That we need more people.
So he's like, yo, can you invite other people? Like,
he's DJing.
DJ.
I thought he was dancing salsa, because I'm teaching.
So every night,
but I'm a sergeant
down there.
Let's do it. Ida and her husband.
Ida and hubby are going to take over the dance floor.
That's right.
Si Dios quiere. Sí.
That's it. You better get some fire extinguishers. I'd be sweating it up on the floor.
I be doing dirty dancing. Don't be messing with me.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Kim is a virgin. You better watch that.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, we need to definitely recognize Ida for finding the library for the best fit clubs in town, man. That is the perfect location for things.
Those are my people. They're good people.
For taking care of our team.
They were there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm going to 90 messages.
No, listen.
I can't close this out.
It's a great team. We got a great team here together, guys. And you know what? We all show up in our own time. One day, a few people show up. One day, you'll have Amy showing up. You'll have Nilda there. Another day, you have Cielo jumping in. Another day, Carolina, Gladys. Everybody jumps in at the right moments. You're in and out. Life takes over, but we always come back. And that's why this team is great. And 2017 is going to be a better year. Ida, Kim, I see you two. I mean, I'm saying you two because you two are all on our team as well. And I see you guys growing and blowing up. LaShawn, I saw you at the last Fit Club, and I see you commenting right there. I already see it's going to be Bomb Diggy. Christian said earlier that she was right there, that she's, life is catching her. But you know what? Life is catching all of us, but you're all showing up. you're all here on this call, and we're
On a
going to do
great
it big. We got a great team. I love our team. I look at these other posts, and I'm like, all right, other teams, they're in cycles. They're doing the same thing over and over. We're in cycles doing our thing, but we're blowing it up, and we're doing it bigger and better and recreating things in our own way. And I see nothing but big things. I did some test earlier on, it was online, and it said one thing that's going to describe you for the new year, and it said purpose. And I'm going into 2017 with a purpose. My purpose is to build for my family, build for myself, work on my own personal development. And you know what? That's going to come with this team, because you guys are a great team and a family. So and Maggie right there, you're back on. You got a lot of energy, and I see you bringing a lot to this team. I see everybody just right now, little by little, just coming together. Everything's starting to come together. And whenever you get discouraged, throw it out there. Throw it out there in the feed, because we all get discouraged. Some people say it and some people don't. And you know what? When you say it, that shows character, because, we all need help at some point or another. We all need help. There's a lot going on over our lives. So just speak up. We'll help each other. Make 2017 the best time ever. And, I love you guys. So let's do this.
Amen. Amen.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
I know Rudy's saying, I hear you, Rudy. Thank you. That's really sweet. We all need help, but we have help. We just have to realize who it is,
Yeah.
where we get our help from. And the world's going to throw us this. We're going to start doubting ourselves. We're going to say, no, we can't do this. This person's doing that. Why can't I do this? We got to get ourselves back in order with the light of Christ and reflect that light, because people see that.
Right.
People see that. And I always know that we talk about it takes time to build relationships. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm still building a relationship with Christ. It takes time. And it's okay if you don't hit Success Club right now. Just keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. The purpose that you talk about, keep that all year round. Keep it every day, every day, every day, every day. I have a purpose. I have a purpose. I am a child of the Most High God. I am. Always start your morning with I am. I am. I am. I just want to say that because that's how it is.
Right.
It has to be.
Amen to that.
God bless you guys, God bless
Anyone
you.
else wants to share anything else? Any final words? Any questions?
What was the life? You talked about the life team building. I'm sorry, explain that to me again.
So there's two different things. So one of them is live training. So instead of having like a guest speaker talk about a topic, we will do it live. Like the first one will be held here in our apartment. And, it's a way to bond, but also it's a way to learn together. Some people really need to put, pen to paper to kind of learn some topics, specifically the one with compensation. So we're going to learn those topics together live. And then, they're not going to happen every week, but maybe once a month or maybe every other month we'll see how it goes. And then the team buildings are more of a fun activity.
Yeah.
It can be roller skating, bowling, ice skating, things like that we can have fun, so that we can continue to grow as a team. I think that those are the activities that will help us learn more about each other. And I think that I love how we always put it, that we're a team, and sometimes we don't agree with everything, right? Because there's so many different personalities, there's so many different minds here, right? But at the end of the day, we're family, and so we can, right? We know that we mean well, and that everybody has a different personality. But that's the best thing about this. We don't hold grudges. We don't take things personal.
Listen, it's like marriage.
Right, exactly.
Husband and I are completely different.
Right.
We get along.
We understand. We agree to disagree, right? And that's what makes this team best team, right? I was also reading here that the Silo said you only want to party with the Rosas. I think that what Jorge meant was that he's scared to party with the Rosas.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. He can't.
Nothing to be scared about.
Bring Energize and bring Hydrate.
Right.
And bring Amy.
I think we're gonna need a ton of that, but ay Dios mío.
Bring Amy to cook in the morning.
Oh yes, breakfast.
You've been making some good meals lately. I've been looking at that new pick, play, post, whatever you got. That new video maker.
I love how you said that. I mean,
They don't cook because her kitchen always looks clean in the background.
let's escape the room in 2017. Let's do that. Let's pick another.
No, but let's
Gladys.
really escape it because I it's been bothering me since we didn't do it. But because I opened up my mic, I really want to thank y'all for showing up. You know, it takes a lot to say every Thursday or every whenever we're gonna show up. And I had a really tough 2016 personally. It started off with tragedy in our family, and it continued throughout the year. And you know what? Because I was able to stay plugged in to you guys, it meant a lot. So thank y'all.
Thank you, Gladys. And that's what we're here for. You know, I think that what Ida was saying is so spot on. You know, this is a growing process. Some of us will kind of just tune in and kind of just take off. And then there's some of us that will take some time, and that's okay. We all have, I think that Kim had a really motivating, and I'm going to kind of, yeah, I think I said it to share by mistake. How do I spell it? All right. So I think that Kim Carver shared, you know, about the marathon, and he said, you know, everyone has their own race to run, and I think we really need to hone in on that and really hold that tight and dear to our hearts, because everyone's journey here is a personal journey, right? Some people need to come in here and really work on their health and fitness, right? And I think that some people, that's all they're going to come to Team Advent for, and that's okay. And then there's other people that are going to come and they're going to just need that personal development piece. You know, they really need the spiritual connection. They really need the mental growth, the spiritual growth, the emotional growth. And then that's it. And then we got to love them where they are there. And then there's other people that are going to do the entire business, and they're going to take off. You know, they might take off, you know, quicker than others. And some people, it might take 2 years to take off. It might take 3 years. And then when they get it and they have worked through everything that they had to work through, then that's fine, right? Because it's your personal journey. And I think what I love about this team is that we embrace all of that. We respect all of that. And we work every single type of situation, you know what I mean? So I'm excited. I'm excited to, you know, for 2017, 2014, 15, 16 were great, but I know that 17 is going to be even better. So I appreciate everyone for jumping on tonight. I don't want to keep you longer. Amy, thank you so much for jumping on. I know that you are at families, right this second. So thank you for taking the time out of your family to be here, and everyone else as well, because I know everybody has kids, or the majority of us have kids, or boyfriends and spouses and significant others, and you took time to be here with us tonight. So thank you for an amazing 2016, guys. Let's finish strong in 2016, and then let's start stronger for 2017.
Oh, I need a refill.
And I wish everyone here an amazing new year. Much health, because without health, we are nothing. Much health and God. And, you know, and then after that, I think that if we have health and God, we have the world in our hands. We can do anything that we do. All right?
Take a pic.
Oh, shoot.
Hey,
Picture.
hold on.
Thank you. So wait, Chula, yes, Chula. Let's do this. What's that, Chula?
She's sleeping.
No, she doesn't remember.
Look at Christian.
She was laying down on her bed.
Hello.
Oh, damn, my cup is empty.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
There was a couple people, but it is that dropped off. But wait, I need my. Hang on, I need this.
Hopefully my head is not too shiny.
Nelda has wine in her glass. She's lying. Acting like it's water.
Show it.
Oh,
show it. Show
Nelda's
it.
hammered. Nelda's drunk.
All right, let's do
Okay,
it.
thank
1,
you.
2, 3. Come on. Cheers. I took like 1 million of them. Thank you guys so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy blessed New
Power
Year.
hours. Help more people before the year, and then enjoy family, man. Enjoy life.
Happy New Year,
All right.
everybody.
Happy
Happy
New Year.
New Year. God
Happy New Year! Mwah!
Bye.
I love them. They're so cool.